Hi everyone, welcome back to the HerVoice DCU Podcast. I am back with a couple more of our committee members. I honestly have to say the reception for the first episode was absolutely fantastic. I know the committee members loved it. I got a couple of comments. I know the Her Campus Instagram account got a few comments saying that people really liked the episode. So thank you so much for all of the support. Make sure you go follow the Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Her Campus DCU on all the platforms. I'm pretty sure Laura last time helped me out on that one. So just to introduce myself again, I'm Angela. I am the podcast coordinator. I'm a first year marketing innovation technology student. And I'm just here to kind of conduct this whole podcast, edit everything. So yeah, Roisin, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi. So my name's Roisin Travers. I'm in first year this year and I'm studying journalism. I'm the first year rep for Her Campus this year. And yeah, I'm just here for the fun and to chat to loads of new people.
So I'm Sarah. I am a first year communications student and I am the sponsorship officer for Her Campus this year. I kind of just want to better my skills when it comes to media and stuff like that. So that's kind of why I joined, and it's all things female, which I love as well. So
my name's Hannah Clark. I'm a final year communications student and I'm this year's ordinary member. And yeah, I don't have like a main role. I kind of just help everyone and just bop around and have a good time.
Yeah. I mean, I absolutely love everybody on the committee, and I think everyone is just so talented and putting in 110% into everything we do. So let's get into our highlights and lowlights.
Highs and lows.
So my highlight of the week is I'm a Celeb is back on. I'm obsessed with that show. Does anybody else watch I'm a Celeb?
Yeah.
oh my god, yeah.
Yes. Oh my god. In first year, I used to literally bet money with my friends. It was like it was like a $5 if you guess the winner, €2 if you guess second place, and €1 if you guess third place. And we would all like consolidate all of our answers. And I don't know anybody from like the lineup this year, honestly.
I think I know Vernon Kay and what's her name? Giovanna Fletcher. I know of her, but like everyone else, I haven't a notion. But I'm enjoying it. I feel like as well because lockdown for the past couple of years, and I do like I've never watched it like constantly because I'm either working or have college work, whereas now I've nothing else really to be doing, so I am going down, just running down to the sitting room, 9:00 every night and putting it on.
Yeah,
I have to watch it this year as well, because sometimes like it gets so hard like over the other years kind of with schoolwork and everything, you don't have time, so it's great this year.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. Like, I'm obsessed. And my low light of the week is trying to get this stupid group project together. I have a group project with 3 lads and another girl for market feasibility, and none of us talk to each other. Our communication is terrible. Everyone's like, oh, like I'll do this, but like I don't really know what our product is. I don't know this, I don't know that. It's so frustrating. Like, please, can we all just sort out what we're doing? So I haven't been having fun with that.
Yeah, I actually haven't done any group work at all this year, and I'm kind of loving it because it's hard kind of to coordinate, especially over online. It's really difficult.
Yeah.
So.
You are so lucky. We have a group project, and I'm not even joking. Like 3 of us read the wrong chapter that we're supposed to be doing the presentation on. And then the 2 lads were like, I'm telling you, it's this. And I was like, no, pretty sure it's the page numbers. And we figured out that the 3 girls were wrong and we have read the completely wrong chapter and we have to go and read the new chapter now.
What's that for, Sarah?
I think it was for communication studies, for introduction to communication studies.
In first year, I was in a group with 2 girls, and like that you had to do a section of reading and presentation. And obviously this was back when you can actually go into college, and we thought you had to do like a review afterwards and review yourselves. And me and the 2 girls met up sweating, writing this like this 200-word thing, thinking it had to be sent in, and the lecturer emailed us back. It's like, hi girls, thanks for that, but you didn't have to do it, but it was really good, I enjoyed reading it. And I was like, great, that's absolutely great. So you don't have to do a reading review of it anyway, so yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the group projects. I'm such like a control freak, and I would do the entire project, but you know, it's a group project, so
I kind of miss group projects in a way, but again, you're all first years, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm final year, so like I know like all my course, and I'm lucky as well. All the girls that are like my closest friends are in my seminar, so realistically, I'm always with a friend. But especially in communications, like a lot of our projects were group projects, and I'm kind of missing that now because, like I said, I was always with my friends, and it was a bit of crack. So like my video production documentary thing was meant to be a group, but now it's like solo because of Corona, obviously. But it's just I haven't started it, so I don't know how it's going, but. I'd much rather be in a group of people, but I can understand as first years like why that's horrible, because you're just staring at a screen of strangers being like, okay, let's talk about a brief.
So my highlight this week was because I actually haven't started Christmas shopping yet. So I started Christmas shopping this week online, and it was so fun. Oh my god, I loved it. But yeah, it just really got me into the Christmas spirit, because like, you know, it's hard at the moment because I am at home the whole time by myself. So yeah, so it was just kind of exciting to think about Christmas other than a whole load of college work. Yes, that was my highlight, and my low light was kind of just on Monday. I actually haven't had much of a low light this week, because other weeks I would definitely, but I just kind of had an unproductive day on Monday. You know, when you just don't kind of get anything done. You made a plan on Sunday and you were going to get all this stuff done, and then I woke up and I was like, oh my god, I'm just not in the mood. So yeah, and then kind of my family and like my sisters and everything, they're in school, and both of my parents are my mom's a teacher and my dad's principal, so like they're away the whole time as well, so it's just me. I don't know if like you're at home by yourselves or like yeah, because it's really tough, like especially if there's nobody like to talk to at home, you know, you're just online. Because some people's parents like are at home as well, because like, you know, it's, or you're in college and you're like on campus, that would be ideal. I don't know if you're on campus or
No.
No.
Are you all at home?
Yeah, I haven't left my apartment in like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, it's so hard. Like, I miss my friends.
Same.
Anytime my mom's like, I'm going to Aldi, I'm like, I'm coming, because I just need to get out of the house sometimes. And like, there's only so many times you can walk the dog around the estate. So,
Yeah.
like, she could tell me she's going to the moon. I'm like, yeah, hang on. Tell me about it.
My highlight of the week probably is I'm a Celeb as well, because it's just it's just like I need something to watch, because I think I've nearly finished Netflix, or I've watched everything that's like interesting to me on Netflix. And yeah, to have like something to be able to watch in the evenings instead of just sitting in bed scrolling through TikTok for an unholy amount of hours, it's just nice to have like that little thing to watch now. My low light was probably, I've finally realized how much I've taken on with college, because I'm the class rep for communication studies this year, and we all got the lovely notification that our grade percentage was changing. So I had to go to a meeting for that and like sort everything out for my class. And then I'm also sorting out class hoodies as well. So like the stress of it all, as well with assignments. I just chose the wrong time to start organising everything with assignments coming up at the end of the semester.
I found that they changed our degree percentage as well, kind of mid-summer, because obviously I'm final year, so the way it would have been was first year is 10%, second and third is 45%. And they turned around to us and they were like, oh, because of Corona, we can't count second year. So your final year is where it's 100% of your degree. Good luck. And when I say I had a nervous breakdown, like I was fully like, no, I'm repeating. Like I can't do this online. And we basically got our class reps together to try change it, but they can't, like they actually can't for whatever reason. So then they were like, okay, we'll include 10% of first year. So your degrees were at 90% instead of 100. But it is what it is. But it's really crap though.
Yeah. It's like, it's just, I think for first years we don't really mind too much, because
that wasn't worth a lot anyways to begin with.
Yeah, like it's not that much of a shock to the system, but like there was a student union meeting and they're trying to organize everything, and like I felt sorry we have 2 international students, so we have 2 American girls on our course, and they've come all the way over to Ireland in the middle of a pandemic. They're locked in their apartment knowing nobody, and now they've kind of found out that like their first year isn't worth any percentage. So I kind of feel sorry for them. They were kind of the main two that were like worried about it. But for us, it was kind of like we didn't really mind. It was nothing different to us. We haven't been through first and second year a lot.
And first year is kind of like where you're going to make your mistakes. Like if you're going to make mistakes with assignment writing or referencing, do it in first year, because no matter how many years are in your course, obviously they're going to be worth more. I think they've changed it though for us that our final year still we're at 90%. However, if come next year, which I don't want to happen, I don't want to leave college, but if you're not happy with your results and you feel your second year results would have benefited it, they will recalculate it based on that if you want. So I kind of, in a way, it's like making me want to work harder, but at the same time I haven't done anything, so I don't know.
Yeah, my first year in my course isn't worth anything, but for intra, they like consider your first and second year grades. So I'm like kind of working hard, but at the same time, like today I planned out a whole thing. I was like, I'm going to study for my economics, I'm going to do this. And then I deleted TikTok, but the whole Instagram Reels thing is kind of growing on me. So now instead of scrolling on TikTok, I scroll on Instagram Reels.
And half of them are just people re-uploading their TikToks on Instagram.
Exactly.
My highlight of the week is very random, but I don't know if you've heard, but like Dublin Zoo are like appealing for donations and stuff.
Yeah.
And I love penguins very much. And I adopted a penguin. And I am literally always wanted to, like, you know, do you ever see those ads on the telly and it's like sponsor a snow leopard? I really always wanted to do that, but I fully thought as a child I was going to get like one to the house. I used to ask for that off Santa and stuff, so I was really happy to do it, and they're going to send me like a little picture of him and like a little certificate, so that's my really random highlight of the week.
That's so cute.
It's such a good idea. Like I have one of my friends after buying them for she's twin niece and nephew for like Christmas. I was like, it's so cute. And then my low light of the week is assignments. Week 7 has come and I don't know how, because I haven't done a tap of work. I have an essay due for law on Friday morning and I think I've about 300 words. So I have a day to do it basically. But I'd rather do this. So fine, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like this isn't worth that much, you know?
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just my final year, it's grand.
Current favorites.
All right, so current favorites. So I'm going to continue my theme of hair care because last week I talked about these drops that I was using to color my hair pink. So I tried to re-dye my hair pink over the weekend, and it turned a more kind of a chestnut ginger color, which not a fan. But I've been using this new shampoo. How exciting. It's called Maui Moisture Hair Care, and the packaging is so cute. My friend recommended it to me, and she has like pinstripe hair, and I have super, super curly hair. And she was like, yeah, it's like vegan, plant-based, like it's all like really good for your hair. So I was like, you know what? I might as well give it a go. And I really like it. 100% recommend. There's like all different ones. So I have like the coconut one for curly hair, but there's like a pink one for damaged hair and a blue one. There's so much section, and it's on offer at Boots right now. So go cop that. Yeah.
Not spawn.
Not spawn.
I was actually going to say Dawson's Creek on Netflix, but now that we were talking about I'm a Celeb, I feel like I watch way too much TV. So that is one, but I'm going to actually say that Depop earrings are so fab. I love them, and I actually haven't bought much off Depop at all, because I actually don't like find myself, even like I need to start kind of shopping in charity shops a bit more and kind of secondhand stuff, because I'd just be one to kind of look online and like the typical places like Zara and all that kind of thing. But yeah, I got these little earrings for my birthday. My friends got them for me. They're little cherries and I love them, and I'm definitely going to get more. So that was kind of my favorite thing this week.
I've been kind of trying new stuff. Like I bleached my hair like June last year, and it was the biggest mistake of my life. I love the color, don't get me wrong, but I had really curly hair, and since I bleached it, it's just lost its curl and it's just like frizzy now, more so than anything else. So I was doing some research and I found I think it's called like Shea Moisture or something like that on Beauty Bay, and I've only used it twice, and I'm not even joking. I know I have my hair straight now, but drying my hair naturally, I find there's like that little bit more of a kink coming back into it, even though I've only been using it for like not even a week. So I'm absolutely delighted because I do like my curly hair, and normally I like curl it, but I'm just putting more damage on it by doing that. So
I know it's high maintenance, but I just love it. Like that's my natural hair, like just like it is straight, but like I just feel like sometimes it looks like curtains when it's just like there's nothing done.
Straight hair is just so much easier to do like plaits and stuff in.
Yeah, like anytime basically all my friends have curly hair, and if I say I want straight or if I want curly hair, they're like, no you don't, it's so much high maintenance. I was like, I know, but it just looks so nice all the time, because I'd curl my hair it's not now, but I would curl my hair a lot.
yeah, like I have thin enough hair, so it's like not too bad to manage really when it comes to plaiting and stuff like that. But I just think, I don't know why, when I was younger I hated my curls, like I mean despised them, and now that I'm older I actually miss them because I bleached them out of my hair. It's weird, but I don't know, there's just something nice about curly hair and just a little bit of like
it's
a natural.
really natural looking. I think like it looks like you put no effort into your hair, you just didn't like try, and it's just like it's naturally stunning. I just love that kind of idea with it.
Yeah,
I think that's the only pro of having curly hair, honestly.
Because if I love curling my hair, so like if I'm going to work or something, I'd rather have my hair curled than makeup on, because I find when I curl my hair it'll last for a couple of days, and because I have thick hair so it'll hold it, and then it's like I look kind of put together even if I'm just like waltzing into work, you know, half an hour late with a coffee or something, but it's like I put effort in.
Have you tried the TikTok trend with the
No, I really don't
oh
though.
my god,
With the like robe thing.
The like belt of your dress.
Yeah, it works. It's so painful to sleep on, but it works.
but it's amazing. The results the next morning is just like, oh, I love it. Like that's what I do majority of the time. If I wash my hair in the evenings, I put it in that, and it's so nice.
I'm so bad with like styling my hair. Like I can't even. I learned how to plait my hair, honestly, and I'm talking like a regular plait, not like a French plait or anything technical. I'd honestly say like 2 years ago, and I'm 22. Like I just am so bad with my hair, and I watched it, but I think it doesn't look a hair, but my hair is kind of short now, so I don't think it would work. But one of my friends did it, and it was so nice. Like I want to grow my hair out again so I can do that.
It genuinely, it works. Like my hair is not that long either, like it's just below my shoulders, and it does work. But the only thing I'd recommend is using do you know like those clear elastics that you can pick up in like pennies, so you can cut it out of your hair, because I was using hair ties and they were getting so tangled and I was nearly ripping my hair out trying to get it out. So with the clear elastic it helps so much to just cut it through, and then without cutting your hair obviously, but it works that way. It's so much easier.
It's a great hack for sure.
I wrote down 3 favorites. I don't know why. I don't know which one to say. Mine are all kind of random. One of them I have is Badescu drying lotion. I got that like 3 days ago. I don't know if any of you have used it, but it's basically just like it's in a little bottle. It's for spots essentially. You just put a cotton bud in it and you sleep with it on. Oh my god, I had this bump on the side of my nose. Looked like a spot but wasn't. I can't explain what it is. And I was so paranoid of it because it just like it looked horrible. I put this on and woke up the next day and it was gone. Like no word of a lie. And I literally have it about 3 days. I put it on every night. It's literally like it's so good.
Yeah, Badescu's, it's such a good brand.
Yeah.
I've only started using their brightening kit because I have really, really dry skin.
Same.
It's like I've only been using it, I'd say a couple of days, and I've noticed a bit of a difference. Like my skin just feels so much more hydrated than it did before.
I've heard some bad things about the like rose water, that it has like alcohol in it, and like alcohol dries out your skin, so it's kind of like, ooh, it's a bit shady.
Oh my god, wait, I have it beside me, 1 second, I'll check.
Oh, we can check the ingredients.
Because if it does, I'd be so worried, because my skin is like so dry that I'd be so worried. No, but there is a lot of stuff in it, but alcohol isn't one of them.
I've only got like a skincare routine literally in the past like 5 days. I'm just, not that I don't wash my face, but I used to do this clean and clear scrub, and my friend is basically, might as well be a dermatologist, but she was like, why are you using that? That is disgraceful. And like, I obviously get spots, but I don't have like acne prone skin, and she would, and she was like, how come the people that don't take care of the skin have really nice skin, and then the people that actually put effort into it don't? But I got that Badescu dry lotion, would recommend. It is like €18 though. It's about that big, unreal. And I got this set from The Ordinary because I have oily skin, so I don't like anything like overly oily or like greasy feeling. So it's literally just a cleanser, this like blackhead kind of mask you use like once a week, and some sort of acid I'm not even going to pretend I can pronounce. But I was only saying this to my friend because again, she has dry skin, so she recommended me this moisturizer from The Ordinary, and I put it on, and literally as I put the tiniest bit on, I go to rub it in, because my skin isn't dry, I can just, it's on my face, like the white of it, for ages, because my skin takes so long to absorb it, where my other friend is like, it's absorbed in like 10 seconds, you know, and me, I have to kind of like pat it into my face, and I'm like fanning myself trying to get it to dry. But really would recommend that Badescu lotion. It was unreal. I was contemplating getting it all in lockdown because it was so dear, but I'm glad I got it in the end. It was so good.
Yeah, treat yourself, girl, for sure. So will we move on to article of the week?
Articles of the week.
So this week I actually wrote an article on self-love through the form of masturbation, and I kind of took it on because one, no one else kind of put their name forward for it, and it's kind of one of those topics that is difficult to write, but I actually found when I started writing about it, it just flowed. Like it's something that I don't think us as women should be like afraid of admitting that we do, because a lot of women do it. And it was kind of one of those things that I was just like, do you know what, nobody else is going to write it, I'm going to write it. And at the beginning when I like started, I was like, oh, I regret taking this on, because I thought it was going to be so difficult. But it actually, once I started writing it, it just kind of flowed all together, and I didn't even realize how quickly I had the article written. It was just one of those things that I was just like, I'm just going to step out of my comfort zone and just write something that nobody else would write about.
It was really, really good. I read it and I wanted to talk about it before I realized that I already had you talking about it, but it was amazing. So good.
Yeah, I just think it's a subject that like men talk about it like it's nothing, and you know, women are kind of shamed for it, and I just kind of feel like everyone does it. There's no reason to feel shame about it, because it's a natural thing. Like I said in the article, we are creatures of reproduction. It's completely natural to want it. So yeah, I just thought it was something that was good to write about.
I think definitely as well, like coming out of like being in first year and like coming out of secondary school, you don't get the chance to kind of write about that kind of stuff either, because I'd love to like take one on now in the future as well, but I just think like secondary school was so PG, like you couldn't like hand up like an essay about like, you know, just sexual health in general, like, you know, so it's just good to be able to kind of get out of your comfort zone and stuff. And your article was fab, Sarah, like it was so good.
Thank you.
I feel like as well that type of topic is becoming more mainstream for women. And for example, I was in Boots the other day with my mum in like the advent calendar section, and Love Honey, which is like a sex toy brand, has like an advent calendar in Boots, but my mom is standing there being like, what's that? And I was just like, I knew what it was, but I was like, I ain't telling her. But it's €160, like it's so expensive. I was like, Jesus Christ. But that's what I mean, like it's getting so much more mainstream.
Yeah,
to make a fucking advent calendar of it than, you know, rather than people googling it on their private browser.
Yeah.
Demand for it, like if it's coming up in shops and stuff. So
yeah.
Like I remember seeing when Beauty Bay started selling sex toys and stuff like that, people were completely like, oh my god, that's not what your website's about. And they were like, well, our website's about health, and sexual health is part of your health, so why not? But yeah, people were just kind of like, oh my god, yeah, I'm not shopping with you guys anymore. But like, it's not a thing to shy away from. But I don't know, hopefully it is changing now, but I hope it kind of changes more progressively.
eBay played me once though, because you know that they advertise them under like self-care or something like that. I was in work on the computer bored, and I was like, I'm gonna go online shopping. And I was just clicking into sections, and I clicked that, and there's just all over this work, and I was like, absolutely not, get out of this now. I just wanted to buy like a blush or something. I was like, absolutely not. So don't check it and work. My article I wrote this week was on sleeping issues in general, and then also how lockdown is affecting that, and the lack of schedule and how that can affect it. So I was just talking about how everyone kind of struggles with it and tips to help that. But it's kind of funny that I wrote it because I don't think I've actually slept properly in about 6 years. I shift work as well. I haven't worked obviously during lockdown. I work in the airport, so like I start work at 4:45 in the morning and I get up at 2:30 sometimes. So like for me to be like, yeah guys, don't drink coffee really late, don't do this, like I don't sleep. So it's kind of funny, but I found it really interesting because like one thing I found was it said not to drink coffee, but that's obvious, in the evening. I love having a cup of tea at night, and it was like don't drink tea either because obviously that does have some sort of caffeine in it. And I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. But yeah, I think that everyone's routines especially have been locked during lockdown, so of course your sleep schedule is going to be affected by that. Because I found myself as well, if I don't have anything to do the next day that I'm getting up, like I will stay up later, and I'm like, oh, it's fine, I can just get up late tomorrow. But then that's delaying your whole day, and especially now that the day is getting darker so much earlier, you feel like you've like 2 hours actually of like a bright day. So I need to follow my own advice in that article and actually go to bed on time, wake up early.
Yeah, I was going to take that article, but you just nabbed it a little bit quicker than me.
That happened to me. I was going to do the one on what was it, tracking your periods, and then someone came in with that, so I was like, okay, that's my next one.
Yeah, that was also really good because I've been having a lot of issues falling asleep because I think it's just a lot of the screen time that I've been, with like working and all of that on the computer, but it's helped a lot. I loved it as well.
Have you found that like not only your sleep schedule but like your dreams are crazy?
Oh my God, I thought I was going insane. Before lockdown, before like the whole pandemic, I used to like never dream ever. And then all of a sudden I'm like dreaming every night. I'm like, whoa, no, I did not sign up for this. Nope.
Do you like do nothing, so like you're imagining, what life could actually be like if you weren't stuck in that?
I only had a dream like a week ago, and do you ever have those dreams that it's like it's not really unusual, like it's like your normal kind of life? I was actually in work with work people that like I haven't spoke to and like all lockdown, and I'm like, why am I dreaming about these people? And it was so normal. It was just me going into work, and I was like, why am I dreaming about this? Like,
yeah, like I work in the airport as well, and I don't know why, but I had such a weird dream about just walking through T2, and I was just like, what the hell? I woke up and it actually felt so real, just sitting there. And it was just because like I had a dream that I had like just came out of the break room and was walking down the terminal, and I was like, it felt just ridiculously real.
I had the best dream I had though again was in work, because I work in the lounges, so I was like sitting on the reception desk and Harry Styles came in and asked me for a phone charger and then asked me like to go on his flight with him, and I was like, okay, let's go. And I woke up and I was like, I don't mind that one, I can deal with that dream. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Everyone was saying it was something to do with the moon ages ago. The moon was meant to be really strange a couple of weeks ago and all this, but I feel like everyone just is having these really, really trippy dreams.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely something like psychological happening. I don't know. It's weird.
I didn't get to write one this week, but I did write one last week, so I'll just talk a little bit about that one. I did it about the gyms being open. I said that they should be. I think they're essential just in regards to fitness in general, but I just think for your head, it's just so important to be able to kind of leave the house and have somewhere to go, and to just kind of relax. I know you're doing your workout, but like your mind is relaxing when you're in the gym. You're kind of getting some me time. You're there for yourself. As well as that, you're kind of going to socialize with other people. I know at the moment with social distancing, it's difficult, but even just to chat from 2 meters, like, it makes such a big difference. So yeah, my article was just kind of about, I interviewed 2 athletes who are finding it hard, like who are finding that their progress isn't mirroring their kind of ability. They're kind of pushing them back in regards to motivation and stuff because competitions are coming up and all. But yeah, I just kind of took it because I knew how it feels. Like, I know that I'd love somewhere just to be able to go and exercise. Like, I know you can do it at home, but it's better just to be out of the house and stuff. I don't know, do you go to the gym or have dance or anything?
It's so funny, like just before we went into level 5, I was like, right, 1st of November, I'm getting my gym membership because I'm so like, it's not that I'm lazy, well, I'm lazy, but I just wanted to, I can't just go out and go for a walk, especially when it gets dark so early. I was just kind of like, the gym would be a better option because the gym membership in my town, you get the sauna and the swim pool and everything. So yeah, so I was like, right, 1st of November, getting a gym membership. I have my student ID now. It's perfect. I can get a student membership. sure enough, we went into lockdown. But I do agree, it's more for people's mental well-being as well as their physical health.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's just like it was more important during lockdown to have it, do you know, like, because it was people finally had time to go to the gym, so like it should have been kind of prioritized a bit more, I think. But
It kept people sane as well. Like even if they only went to the gym for an hour, they were getting out of the house, maybe getting a bus there or walking or whatever. Because like I've never been good with exercise. I am just lazy. But I kind of wanted to start doing it, and I've now got issues with my back. So my doctor was like, "You need to move," and I was like, so me and my friends actually joined a gym together where I live, and it's like 10 minutes from my house, so you can only book it for an hour, but same as your gym, Sarah, like I could book the swimming pool and all that stuff as well. Yeah. So we would book it for the same time, so like obviously social distance, but I could still see my friends, and like sometimes we might like walk home together or whatever else. So it's kind of, and it killed a couple of hours as well when you, especially now we've college work, but back in the height of the lockdown when you weren't working or you had nothing to do, it did give you like 3 hours to like get to the gym, do your workout and come home, and it just broke up the day. So I do think, like you're saying, Roisin, like more than ever, it should really be open right now.
Definitely. One of my friends, he's just such a gym bunny. He's into that like weightlifting, and he's like, oh, I had no weights at home, so I had to just like put bricks in a bag. And I was like, oh, okay, bricks in a bag.
Washing up the stairs, like.
That is dedication. That wouldn't be me now for the at home kind of workouts. I find it harder at home, like, you know, not to have somewhere to go, but yeah.
Did anyone do the Chloe Ting challenge?
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh my God. I failed at like day 3. I like gave up. I was like, absolutely not happening. Hardest 13 minutes of my life. Like, no way.
Oh, I made it to week 2, and I was like, so I was delighted with myself, and I could feel myself getting fitter, and I can't remember why I stopped. I think I was doing she had started a 4-week challenge or something like that after that. And I think I got to like the first day, and we were like slowly coming out of lockdown, because I was like one of the last to join the whole fitness at home challenge, and we were slowly coming out of lockdown, and then I just gave up and I haven't went back to it.
Yeah, no, it's so difficult.
I would really recommend, I don't know if you like dancing now, but I love dancing. And there's dance cardios on YouTube that are so fun, because they're actually like, they're really like hard, like they're good for like getting your heartbeat up, and like they're really good for fitness in general, but it's just fun to be dancing instead of like thinking, okay, like I have to do 10 crunches, I have to do 10 V-sits. Like it's actually kind of going to music and stuff. It's
you
really
don't feel like you're working out, but you're still doing something. Like
exactly, yeah, it's just a bit of crack, like, because I find it hard, like if you're just sitting there in silence and you're doing your stomach burnout, like not much fun.
A couple of days ago, actually, the gym I'm a member of are doing like Zoom classes. So even before lockdown, I'm sure all yours are probably the same. You had to like book it beforehand, so there was only a certain amount of people doing whatever. But they actually have Zoom classes that you can book, and it's not a sense of like only so many people can go. It's just to manage, like, I guess, the Zoom call. But I was like, why did I not know about this? Like, have I not been getting these emails?
Lastly, I didn't write an article this week because I've just been swamped with assignments, but an article that definitely resonated with me a lot was written by Leona Kenny, so credit to her. She's one of our amazing contributors, and it was about tracking your period and the importance of it. And I think that that's really important to talk about periods as well, along with kind of like sexual health. And this article is just so interesting because it kind of laid out the benefits of why you should track it, and it, you know, doesn't leave any room for surprises. And it also names like a couple of apps that you can use. I didn't know that Tampax and Always had an app to like track your period, which I think that's a really good idea.
Well, I have Flow.
I have,
yeah.
Well, I'm using that like 2 years now, and it does say like the more you use it, the better it gets at predicting it. And I can honestly say, like, again, I have it about 2 years, that if it tells me I'm due on the 5th of the month, I will either get it on like the 4th or the 6th. Like it's very like in and around. I think it's so good.
Yeah,
I'm on contraception, so like it doesn't, I found since being on that, it doesn't predict it too precisely for me for my 7-day break, but like there's probably like it'll either come 3 days early or like 4 days before the date on the app. So I kind of have a fair idea myself when it's happening, but it's not too accurate for someone that's like
That's
on
why I
contraception.
got it in the start, because I'm not on contraception now, but I used to be on the pill, and it just didn't work for me. And it would do this thing of like I would take it religiously, and then it'd be 2 weeks before I'd be due, and I'd get a period, and I took it so often. So my doctor was telling me just to like keep note of, because it would only happen every now and again. So I kept forgetting, so I just downloaded that app, and like even though that I'm not on it anymore, I just use it for just convenience. There's nothing worse than being out and you get your period and you don't have any tampons on you. You don't have any like clean clothes with you, and you're like, great, that's me for the day. So it's just really handy to know.
I find for someone that's in a relationship as well, even tracking your ovulation, because we all know sometimes the pill and even condoms aren't 100%. You never know. So it is quite handy even just to track your ovulation as well as your period. That's the one thing that I find quite handy about it, just to keep an eye on that as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's so cool that we have like apps like this now. Just the fact that somebody thought of that idea and it's so like popular, and like sometimes I get ads for it on my Instagram. I think that's really progressive and cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that wraps up our episode for today. I loved having you on, girls. Well, this is our podcast. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this episode, and make sure you tune in next Sunday for another one, and go follow our social media. Okay, everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.